Man United make shock £40 million bid for Aston Villa star amid Lucas Paqueta move as Scott Parker blown away by Man United's performance, shuts down media question. Manchester United are reportedly preparing a surprise £40 million offer for Aston Villa's goalkeeper Emi Martinez. The Reds had previously passed up the opportunity to sign the Argentine international earlier in the summer, deeming the deal too costly when his £200,000 a week wages were considered. Instead, United turned their attention to Royal Antwerp's highly sought-after young goalkeeper Sen Lammens, having outbid several top European competitors for his £20 million signature. It was anticipated that Lammens would be signed before Monday evening's transfer deadline. The 23-year-old is viewed as the successor to Thibaut Courtois as Belgium's number one. However, United now appear ready to approve an expensive short-term solution with Martinez rather than plan for the future. Martinez, who turns 33 on Tuesday, has been seen as a risky investment due to his age and volatile temperament, prompting Villa to consider cashing in. United believe that signing the former Arsenal keeper is a risk they must take, despite the club already spending over £200 million on new signings this summer and flirting with PSR problems, reports the Mirror. Manager Ruben Amorim reportedly lacks confidence in £43 million Andre Onana or Turkish backup Altay Bayındır. Onana was dropped from United's team for the 3-2 victory over Burnley at Old Trafford following a shaky performance in the unexpected Carabao Cup defeat at Grimsby in midweek. However, Bayındır, who was responsible for Fulham's equaliser in a 1-1 draw at Craven Cottage last week, made another mistake when the Clarets equalised for a second time. Intriguingly, Villa themselves are attempting a last-minute deal to bring West Ham's Lucas Paqueta to the West Midlands. Unai Emery has been urging club officials to bolster his squad, but due to PSR issues, the Villains haven't been able to make the additions the Spaniard desired. However, having already profited from the sale of homegrown midfielder Jacob Ramsey, offloading Martinez in the next 36 hours will provide them with some financial relief moving forward, even as they aim to secure Paqueta. They've been in discussions about a loan move with a £50 million transfer obligation next summer, and while the Brazilian international is eager for the move, West Ham aren't satisfied with the current terms. If Villa could pay more upfront and make the transfer permanent immediately, it would be beneficial. A new goalkeeper is also likely to join, although Emery might be content to let veteran stopper Marco Bizzat take charge until January if they can't secure the replacement for Martinez thereafter. In other news, Scott Parker blown away by Man United's performance, shuts down media question. Manchester United have always been an easy target for criticism and clicks, but Burnley boss Scott Parker didn't want anything to do with it as he gave due credit. The 3-2 win against Burnley didn't tell the full picture of the match, as is becoming a worrying regularity for Man United these days. The team created enough in a breathless first half as they manufactured chances at will, but couldn't score to save their lives. Burnley were extremely clinical and gave United a headache, which Parker acknowledged, but he didn't get carried away based on just the final scoreline. Scott Parker raves about Man United. It says a lot about Ruben Amorim and Man United that they have been praised by the opposition in 3 of the 4 games they've played so far. Marco Silva was brutal, but the eye test didn't lie, as Fulham could have been down by 3 goals by half-time. United needed to come up with a response after the Grimsby disaster, and just a good performance wasn't going to cut it. It threatened to turn out the same way as the previous games as United blew Burnley away without taking their chances, but Parker had the honesty to accept how good Amorim's men were. A journalist asked him if he was surprised at Man United's lack of control and stability, but Parker hit back with a clear response, signaling disagreement with that assertion. He said, "I thought they had a lot of control and stability in the first half. They look like a very, very good team. I get the narrative around United at the moment. People want to spin whatever narrative they want. That first half performance from Man United was of every bit a top team. It was maybe partly down to us at the time, but they've got some exceptional players. We ground ourselves and dug in deep. That's what I see as a reflection on United today." Ruben Amorim's team is building something. For points from 3 games and elimination from the Carabao Cup at the hands of Grimsby Town are hardly a marker of a good start to the season. However, in the long term, the results always match the performances, either good or bad, and for United, the performances have been extremely good. Looking at the players after the win against Burnley, it was obvious that it was a deeply scarred team that just needed to have that winning feeling again. There was a severe lack of confidence flowing through the team, trapping them in a vicious cycle of low confidence, causing poor finishing, leading to low confidence, and so on. Now that the first win is in the bag, United need to keep building on these displays and start converting them into results. All of their losses and drop points this season have been self-inflicted. Once they stop shooting themselves in the foot, the sky is the limit. It's not just hyperbole based on one performance. It's a microcosm of their season so far. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.